ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਲਵ ਕਰਦਾ बेमतलब करदा बाहों में आ सोनिए बस आज रात के लिए साडी तां देसी है अदा साडे ते हो जानी फिदा बाहों में आ सोनिए बस आज रात के लिए
सुबह होने ना दे साथ खोने ना दे एक दूसरे को हम सोने ना दे तू मेरा हीरो तू मेरा हीरो
सुबह होने ना दे साथ होने ना दे एक दूसरे को हम सोने ना दे मैं तेरा हीरो हाँ हीरो हाँ हीरो मैं तेरा हीरो Let's go. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਹੌਟ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਨੋਟ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਾ ਹੈ ਅਭੀ ਹੋਗਾ ਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਕਭੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਟੱਚ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਮੌਸਾ ਤੂੰ ਮਚ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਬਾਹੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਆ ਸੋਣੀਏ बस आज रात के लिए
सुबह होने ना दे साथ खोने ना दे एक दूसरे को हम सोने ना दे तू मेरा हीरो तू मेरा हीरो
सुबह होने ना दे साथ खोने ना दे एक दूसरे को हम सोने ना दे
तू मेरा हीरो मेरा हीरो
मैं तेरा हीरो लो जरा अमीरो बंदा मैं रबदा मैं फ्रेंड सबदा देखे दुनिया के कोने बस हम दोनों ही सोने कुड़ियों में अपने चर्चे हम पे करती है खर्चे लाइफ ने ऐसा धोया मैं चाँद पे जाके सोया सूरज से मैंने बोला ये बोला बोला सुबह होने ना दे
साथ खोने ना दे एक दूसरे को हम सोने ना दे तू मेरा हीरो तू मेरा
हीरो हाँ हीरो हाँ हीरो मैं तेरा हीरो हमको कहते सुपरमैन और कर लो हैंडीकैप फ्रॉम AM to PM बंदे अच्छो सर्विसमैन
हीरो मेरा हीरो मेरा हीरो मेरा हीरो
Welcome, 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 my lovely listeners, to your own show, Cricket with Mahesh Iyer, only on 103.3 Houston FM. The station is a presentation of Rehan Siddiqui, and this show is now officially a presentation of the Global Celebrity League of Cricket USA chapter. Thank you so much for tuning in to me on this yet another lovely Sunday morning here in Houston. A little bit gloomy, a little bit cloudy, but hey, it's in the midst of a long weekend here in the US as well as in Canada. We have Labor Day tomorrow. So a long weekend, a holiday mood, a party mood that I wanted to start off this show with. A lot of you tuning into me may have thought if I've changed tracks, if this is not going to be a show on cricket anymore, it's going to be a show on parties. Well, you're not totally mistaken, because we are now in the midst of bringing together something which is going to be an amalgamation of cricket and party time. here in the United States, here in good old Houston. More about that. Keep listening to my show. Keep it locked. 103.3 Houston FM, as I said, a presentation of Rehan Siddiqui. And this show is a presentation of the Global Celebrity League of Cricket USA chapter. You can tune in to me, of course, on the app. The best way, I would say, 103.3 Houston FM app all over the world. You can also get me on houstonfm.com anywhere in the world. For those of you in the greater Houston area, you can tune in to me on the local 103.3 FM dial. And for my friends, my Facebook friends, my Facebook savvy listeners, I am on Facebook Live. So I give you a wave and a thumbs up. And I hope you're tuned in to me via Facebook Live because we're going to be looking at lots and lots of excellent cricketing performances from around the globe from many, many decades on some special achievements. More about that also in a little while from now. I hope you're doing well. And once again, thank you so much for those of you who have tuned in to me on this Sunday morning in Houston, maybe an evening in different parts of the world. Wherever you are, wish you a wonderful day, wonderful evening. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to me, giving me your time. As we always do, let's take a look at what's happened in the field of cricket and what's coming up in the field of cricket in the near future. So, a couple of high profile retirements that I'm sure many of you have read about. Cheteshwar Pujara, the legend of Indian cricket, a huge legend of the world of cricket, and I would say a huge legend of the world of Test cricket. Cheteshwar Pujara, the absolutely smiling and affable gentleman every time I've seen him on TV. Fantastic cricketer, fantastic person on all counts that I have seen and heard. Retires from all forms of cricket. Yeah, hats off to Cheteshwar Pujara for what he has accomplished. I will hopefully at some point in time chronicle Pujara as a legend. It just wasn't feasible this time around. Would have been more apt if I was able to put together a great show on Pujara, but due to time constraints and other issues that I had to deal with, it wasn't really feasible. But yes, we will give him a proper formal 21 gun salute at some point in time. But right now, it's a salute to Cheteshwar Pujara and what he's done, especially in the field of Test cricket, the architect of two huge series wins that India had against Australia in Australia. Fantastic player. And we've also heard him in the commentary and in expert analysis. Equally great there as well. Thank you, Cheteshwar Pujara, for the wonderful entertainment that you've given us over decades. We wish you all the very best. On behalf of all of my listeners and myself personally, wish you all the very best in the next phase of your life beyond playing any form of cricket. Another high profile retirement, this time from IPL, not from the world of cricket. And I would thank this other legend for that, Ravichandran Ashwin. Ravichandran Ashwin retires from IPL, and on all counts, what I've read is he wants to explore playing other leagues. What an exciting offer. A real legend in the field of cricket, a legend in the field of all forms of cricket, a legend in terms of how he invented and reinvented himself over his entire playing career. A fantastic off spinner, par excellence, but he discovered and delivered variants to his normal stock off spin ball, and he perfected everything that he put his hands at. A genius, I would say, in terms of his cricketing intellect. I've seen a few of his podcasts, each one better than the other. An absolute great analyst, a fantastic player, and let's not forget a great batsman as well. Many a time he stood firm and helped India secure a draw or a win, not with his bowling, which was his strong suit or strongest suit, but also with his batting. One cannot forget the test match during the series against Australia, where I believe it was in Sydney. He, along with Anuma Vihari and I think Cheteshwar Pujara, saved the test match for us. And then we went on to win, I believe, the last game of that series at the Gabba, again, thanks to Cheteshwar Pujara and, of course, Rishabh Pant. So, Ravichandran Ashwin retires from IPL, so that he can explore other leagues. Who knows? He could be playing in a league that we all love. We don't know at this point in time, but let's just hope Ravichandran Ashwin plays leagues all over the world, be it South Africa 20, be it ILT 20, and many more. Yeah, we wish Ravichandran Ashwin all the very best in his continued exploration of cricket and other leagues in cricket beyond the IPL. But let's not forget, thank you, Ravichandran Ashwin, for all that you've done in the field of cricket. A belated thank you as far as your performances on the international circuit are concerned. You did retire a little while ago, but also thanks for what you've done in the IPL, and look forward to seeing way more of you, Ravichandran Ashwin, as a batsman, as a bowler, and who knows, even as a captain going forward. So that's Ravichandran Ashwin's high-profile retirement, but only from the IPL. We will look forward to seeing more of Ravichandran Ashwin in the coming days, weeks, and months, and hopefully years. So a couple of high-profile retirements in the recent past. Let's also take a look at what's happening in the field of cricket as we speak. There are quite a few exciting series ongoing. There is a tri-series, the T20 tri-series in the UAE as a prep for Asia Cup. That's actually getting started next month. So this tri-series is being played in the UAE between three teams, UAE, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. And two games have already taken place the last couple of days. Pakistan coming out on top against both Afghanistan in the lung opener and against the UAE yesterday. So congratulations, Team Pakistan, for making it 2-0 in terms of wins versus defeats. And today is a break, and tomorrow the action picks back up with the UAE taking on Afghanistan. So as I said, a prep work for the Asia Cup that's coming up next month and will be hosted in between India and Sri Lanka. So great stuff happening in the field of T20 cricket. We also have the Caribbean Premier League going on. Exciting games. Trinbago Knight Riders on top of the table. As of yesterday evening, they won 5 out of their 6 games, and they just look to be unstoppable and ready to claim the crown one more time. It'll be too premature to draw that conclusion. At least as of now, they are looking like the team to beat. So congratulations, TKR, for the fantastic performances you've dished out. We wish you all the very best. And of course, congratulations to all the teams in the CPL. And thanks to all of them for giving us such wonderful entertainment day in and day out. Another format, not too different, but a little bit different, maybe a lot different from T20, is the 100. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the 100 in the UK, an exciting tournament that I've had the pleasure of watching live last year. Really great tournament. I really hope, for the sake of cricket, the 100 is here, not just to be here for a little while, but here to stay long into the future. So the 100 has its finals going on. When I last saw, the women's game had already commenced around 8:15, 8:30 US Central Standard Time. So it may have gotten over. I just haven't seen the scores yet. But it was Northern Superchargers versus Southern Braves. That's the women playing the final. We wish both the teams all the very best, not knowing if the game is done and dusted. We wish both the teams all the very best. And the men are lined up. It's going to be the Oval Invincibles taking on the Trent Rockets. That'll be later this afternoon, Houston time, evening, UK time. So make sure you catch your action. If you don't have a whole lot of plans for this weekend, or to just relax at home, catch something on the TV, an option for you is to get your cricket going on the television, and Willow TV is your place to get that. Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe, the one-day internationals that are going on. I'm sorry, before we go to that, let's also cover the Netherlands versus Bangladesh T20 series that's ongoing as we speak. Netherlands lost the first game by 8 wickets, Bangladesh winning, and I believe the second game is ongoing, or maybe that's also over as we speak. Yeah. Now moving to one-day internationals, Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe had their ODI series that got going, Sri Lanka winning the first ODI. So that's what's happened in the last week or so, last week, maybe 2 weeks in the world of cricket. Well, that's in terms of actual games, but the exciting stuff that's going to happen here in the US, you're very, very close to good old Houston, is the Global Celebrity League of Cricket. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Global Celebrity League of Cricket USA chapter coming up soon, fast and furious. not too far down the road. Just to give you all a heads up for those of you who missed my discussion last week, almost like a podcast with Arif Malik, the president of GCL USA, and Jalaluddin Jalalbhai, the former cricketer of Pakistan, the fast bowler, and also head of some of the technical operations of GCL USA. I don't recall his exact title, but both of them were on the show in the studio, and we had an interesting chat. You can always catch the recording of that chat on my Facebook page. Those of you who heard, let me repeat a couple of things. The Musa Stadium here in Pearland, which I believe is now getting a new name, Kingsman Arena, but Musa Stadium is how we all have known the venue in Pearland for quite a few years, is now officially confirmed as the venue of all of the GCL games, and the dates for those games have been locked in. October 24th is when we kick off, and November 2nd is when the curtains come down with the final. And to repeat, we have 6 teams that are going to be locking their horns for this beautiful event and hoping to get their hands on the first trophy of this particular event. Those are New York Liberty, Miami Waves, Las Vegas Aces, Houston Riders, Chicago Wind Chasers, and Washington, D.C. Eagles. Those are the 6 teams that we have in place. The good news that I want to share again explicitly is that the United States Cricket Board has officially approved, sanctioned the hosting of GCL USA. Thank you to the United States Cricket Board, and thank you to the hard work of everyone involved in getting the GCL to this place. We really do look forward to hosting an exciting tournament. As the director of GCL, I invite you all to join us in this wonderful journey. You can be there, a participant as an investor. You can be a participant as a sponsor. You can be a participant as a regular member, a spectator attending these games. You can also be a participant by getting your membership into the Executive Club. The Executive Club, a unique concept, a brainchild of Arif Malik, our president, which essentially will give you the deep experience of being not just a fan, but a special fan in the midst of all of the events of GCL, having exclusive access to all of the games of the GCL, being able to get on a podcast, a 5-minute personal podcast for you that will be publicized as part of the official GCL communications. Of course, you'll have access to the GCL merchandise package and so on and so forth. Lots to benefit by getting membership with the Executive Club. The Executive Club, ladies and gentlemen, a unique concept, something that will make you feel you are that one privileged member of the GCL community. For more information, you're welcome to reach out to me via my Facebook page. You can also call me, send me a text message, send me a WhatsApp on my line 832-310-4101. I'll be more than happy to help you with more details, not just about the Executive Club, but about everything pertaining to GCL, Global Celebrity League of USA. That's the US chapter that's coming up. Once again, lock in your dates, October 24th to November 2nd. Venue, Musa Stadium, now going to be Kingsman Arena. That's the place to be. You don't have any great plans, but you do have plans to take some vacation. You don't have any plans for the weekends around those dates. Make it a point that you catch the GCL games here in person in the Houston area, or at the very least on one or more of the broadcast channels. And we'll get more details of those. And as and when I get more details, I will be sharing those to you on this show, your own show, Cricket with Mahesh Iyer. And as we speak, we are actually progressing with player acquisitions for the GCL. And keep it locked here every Sunday. This is the place to get a lot of updates. There are interests from some leading international players. Who are they? You'll have to tune in to me every Sunday to get those updates. So that is GCL United States chapter, ladies and gentlemen, coming your way, coming fast and furious, coming very, very, very soon. In a blink of an eye, it'll be late October and the games would get started. So what are you waiting for? Do give us a call, send us a text, send us a WhatsApp message. Once again, my number is 832-310-4101. 101, and I'll be happy to address any comments and queries that you may have. Yeah. Okay, great, ladies and gentlemen. That was what I wanted to talk to you about in terms of our cricket roundup, right? And now let's get to the main content of today's show. As I mentioned, and some of you who listened to me last weekend or even watched some of the recap or listened to the recap of my show from last Sunday, we were in conversation with Jalaluddin, the former cricketer from Pakistan, the fast bowler from Pakistan, who was one of the key ones in terms of what he demonstrated with the ball on the cricket field. And he is actually credited with the very first hat trick taken in one day internationals. So, on the same theme, what I want to do is have a show on some of the hat trick takers in the field of cricket. Yeah. So, give me a little time while I set the stage for us to sit back, relax, and enjoy these magical performances of hat trick takers in the field of cricket across formats and across as many a nation as I could cover in this short period of time that we have remaining. We have little less than 40 minutes. I'll do my best to do justice to all of these fantastic performers in the field of cricket, being hat trick takers. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back with my session ready to roll. Till then, here's the regularly scheduled programming for you. Be back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. Stay tuned to 103.3 Houston FM. The station is a presentation of Rehan Siddiqui, and the show, Cricket with Mahesh Iyer, is a presentation of the Global Celebrity League USA chapter. We're right back.
పెద్ద మనిషిలాగా ఒకడు పోజులు కొడతాడు మంచి మనసుందంటూ ఒకడు నీతులు చెబుతాడు కాదు సెంట కాదు ఒకటే జాతండి వాళ్ళని ఆర్పేశాక
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll keep my discussions down to a minimum so that we spend maximum time enjoying these fantastic performers on the field of cricket as part of being hat-trick takers. So we talked about Jalal Bhai. We'll start with the hat-trick taken by Jalal Bhai versus Australia, the very first in the field of one-day internationals. Just give me a second while I manage the laptop that's running the videos. Just give me 1 second. I see a pop-up that needs to be addressed. Thank you for your patience. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am ready to roll. Let's enjoy Jalal Bhai's hat trick. That was Jalaluddin, ladies and gentlemen, taking the very first recorded hat trick in one-day international history. Now we go to another legend of Pakistan, Wasim Akram, who is credited with taking four international hat tricks, ladies and gentlemen, two in test matches and two in one-day internationals. So what we'll do is watch a snippet of this video. It's pretty long. I won't be able to play all of it. We'll try and enjoy at least one of Wasim Akram's four hat tricks. Here they come.
Six. Nolan Yorker. Lovely ball. An absolutely superb delivery at this stage of the game.
But that was a wonderful ball by Wasim Akram. It got around the wicket. He got some swing into leg stump. And Jeff Dujon is always looking to play off the front foot. And just look how this ducks in onto leg stump. Perfect ball in any class of cricket. Test matches.
Supreme.
It already got the wicket of Simmons into Marshall. Nolan. This wasn't a Yorker, but a very similar ball. In swinging. Marshall nowhere in line. Pushed at it.
Super bowling yet again. Carbon copy. And swinging in and across.
One Australian, Bruce Reid, against New Zealand. And one Indian, Chetan Sharma, against New Zealand. So let's see whether Wasim Akram becomes the fourth. Yes! Wasim Akram becomes the fourth man.
That was the first of four hat tricks that Wasim Akram took in the field of cricket. So moving on in the interest of time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll now take a look at another gentleman, a very special performer, the man with the slingy action, the man who could bowl Yorkers at will, and the only bowler to have taken 4 wickets of 4 consecutive deliveries, not once, but twice. Yes, you guessed it right. The Sri Lankan legend, the legend of world cricket, Lasith Malinga. As I mentioned, he's the only person to have taken 4 wickets in 4 consecutive deliveries, and that too twice. Unfortunately, we won't have time to enjoy both of his performances. We'll take a look at one of them. This is in the 2017 One-Day International World Cup versus South Africa. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. And that was his career best.
Oh, brilliant change of pace. It's not over yet. Sean Pollock looking to give himself some room with 4 to win. That's probably why, but Malinga's had the last laugh. It's been chipped up. There's a man underneath it. Now for the second time today, a man is going to be on a hat-trick.
Well, these Sri Lankans are not giving up. And the South African batsmen, they're adamant to take it to the wire. Once again, a slow delivery, and the result is the same.
Should be no doubt where this is going. It should be full and straight. Priors of catch it. Kallis is standing. Sri Lankan's appeal. He's been given out a hat-trick. Malinga becomes the fifth.
Well, the hope they are alive once again. And this man is a light. Malinga picking up his first hat-trick. The fifth man in the history of cricket, World Cup cricket, to pick up a hat-trick. And what a way to get it. Jacques Kallis, who was batting so well. And he can finish off well for Sri Lankans with two good strikes. Gone! 4 and 4. Oh, these Sri Lankans, they have turned it around. Look at the jubilation. This game is not over for the Sri Lankans. They are back.
This is brilliant. Whoever would have thought that this could possibly happen? Brilliant performance. He's quick, he's straight, and he hasn't been picked up at all. The game seemingly won for South Africa. Lasith Malinga, and he is in a big way, making a serious name for himself.
4 wickets in 4 balls. What an effort. Superb piece of bowling once again from Malinga.
4 in a row. The first one, a brilliant slow ball to Sean Pollock. The follow-up, that was too good for Andrew Hall as well. Does have a wonderful change of pace, and that was the hat-trick ball. Kallis, it was there, the shot. It was on the outside edge. Kind Tini on the stroll, right through him, beaten for pace.
What an awesome performance by Lasith Malinga, taking 4 wickets and 4 balls. That was the first and the only one that we are going to be able to see today of 2 such performances. Of course, the second one was in a T20 versus New Zealand in 2019. So moving on from Lasith Malinga, a hat-trick, very, very dear to my heart. We all cricket fans always enjoy an India-Pakistan match. And this one was special because this hat-trick, these two countries, due to troubled relations, haven't had too many games held between the two nations in either of those two nations. This was one of those exceptions where Team India visited Pakistan, and this was a test match in 2006 in Karachi. And this hat-trick is very special to me for many reasons, not just the India-Pakistan match, but the fact that this was among a few hat-tricks that were implemented, that were created, magic was performed in the very, very first over of a test match. Yes, Irfan Pathan taking out 3 of the top batsmen of Pakistan, 3 legends in their own right, Salman Butt, Yunus Khan, Mohammad Yusuf, in the very first over of the test match in Karachi in 2006. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
Edge and accepted. It's Rahul Dravid who picks up a neat catch. And India are off the mark.
All the 3 deliveries extremely good from Pathan. Just marginally short on the couple of occasions, not making the batsman play. But this was a minor adjustment in length with great deviations. These are good conditions to bowl around the off-stump, forcing the batsman to play ahead it. And a good low catch by Rahul Dravid, the slipper, the captain. The early breakthrough is what India wanted. That's why they put the opposition in. And Irfan Pathan is struck with the new ball. Salman Butt gone for duck. Pakistan none for 1.
India off to a perfect start. They've got rid of the opener Salman Butt. Yunus Khan finds himself in early at number 3. Solid player, and that is what Pakistan will be expecting from him. Solidity now. Irfan Pathan bowled the right channel, got the ball to swing and seam off the pitch.
Good catch by the Indian skipper.
He'll be tested, Yunus Khan. A bit of cloud cover has enveloped the National Stadium, Karachi. Close enough to call. I think it is close enough to call, and he's gone. What a good delivery. Perfect line, swing, direction, and the result was a perfect one for the left armour.
The Indians would have realized from the last game that Yunus Khan was a good candidate for leg before. He was out leg before to RP Singh in the 190s, and here, first delivery, what a great one. Good delivery, pitching in line, just a bit of swing, and wickets with consecutive deliveries. India are doing the damage early in this test match, the final one here in Karachi. Yunus Khan gone for duck. It's none for two.
He's a terrific player. 65 matches, a real classic, average of over 50. He's in good form and rhythm. Irfan Pathan has bowled a couple of great deliveries, really. So early in his spell, he got them absolutely spot on, and that is what counts in the end. Look at that field. We got rid of Yunus Khan with a lovely in-dipper. What will this ball be? Oh, bowling! It's got a hat-trick. Second Indian to take it. What a delivery. It's become a star again. Only second man to take a hat-trick in the first over of a test match. It couldn't have begun better for India.
Sensational. Unbelievable stuff from Irfan Pathan. His captain will be happy. His coach will be happy. This entire team standing up at the balcony. What a great effort. Hat-tricks don't come easy. And three top-class players. Mohammad Yusuf in great nick as well. Look at this. A great delivery coming through the gate. Peach. A magical start for India. And Irfan Pathan has picked up 3 wickets in his first over. And the second Indian to pick up a hat-trick. And this is a magnificent one he'll remember for a long, long time. Yusuf gone for none. It's none for 3 Pakistan.
What a performance there by Irfan Pathan. And for those of us who follow cricket, we know very well that it is very, very difficult to get a hat-trick. And in the first over of a test match, when you have cloud conditions, the ball is swinging around, the ball is hard and new. It takes time even for the best in the business to get the control right, the line and the length of the ball, to be able to use the swing and the seam correctly. Put all of those perspectives in there, and Irfan Pathan's hat-trick stands out. It's the very first over of a test match. He should still be figuring out exactly what length to bowl, what line to bowl, how to make use of the cloudy conditions. It took him no time, just a couple of deliveries. He was in his stride. And let's not forget the quality of the opposition. Every one of Salman Butt, Yunus Khan and Mohammad Yusuf could have walked into any team on this planet as an opening batsman. They were that good. And to get all of them out in the first over of a test match is nothing short of a huge miracle. So that's one of my favorite hat-tricks for many reasons that I've already described. So moving on from there, I have something else a little more recent now that was enacted on the field of cricket. This is a shorts video because I didn't find a video that was concise enough in a regular format. And so this is a concise video. Scotty Boland, who I really admire. Scotty Boland from Australia. I believe he's from Melbourne. And he's one of those cricketers that I admire for many reasons. And one of the reasons is, despite being as good as he is, he could again walk into any team outside Australia and be part of the team's starting lineup. But because he is in Australia, he's got 3 legends who are still going strong in Pat Cummins, the ageless Mitchell Starc, and the metronomically accurate Josh Hazelwood. He doesn't get to play every test match, ladies and gentlemen. Scotty Boland is often out there, available as a backup for whatever reason. I think he does end up playing often in the MCG. But, an amazing, amazing cricketer that despite being in that situation, the fire in his belly seems to be burning all the time. Every time I see Scotty Bullen, he's out there trying to conjure something magical in the limited opportunities that life is affording him on the field of cricket. And he makes the best of that, right? So here is his hat trick from something very, very recent, just about 6-7 weeks ago, 14th of July, at the iconic Sabina Park in Kingston, Jamaica. He ripped through West Indies. Let's enjoy Scotty Bullen's hat trick versus West Indies.
There's an edge. Scotty Boland is amongst the
again from Scott Bullen, as always. Turns Justin Greaves right to wrong.
That's close.
It's coming up now. Yeah, clear gap between bat and ball. No bat involved. Ball tracking when ready, please. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets is hitting.
He's got it. Scotty Boland has got a hat-trick, the 10th Australian to get a hat-trick in Test.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Top of stump. Brilliant piece of bowling by the Australian.
He's just done this. There's the first one. Caught in the slips. Second one, LBW. And then here's the hat-trick ball straight through Warwick-Khan.
What a performance there was by Scotty Bullen, Scott Bullen from Australia. Moving on from Australia, let's now take a look at another hat trick. This one is from the yesteryears. Jermaine Lawson from West Indies taking a hat trick versus Australia in 2003. Now, as you will see in the video, this one is split across 2 innings. Yeah, it was not all done in 1 inning. So we'll take a look at his hat trick in which he took 2 wickets in the first innings and 1 wicket with his first ball in the second innings. Jermaine Lawson, ladies and gentlemen, of West Indies versus Australia, way back in 2003. Enjoy.
Rolled it. Flee trying to whack it over mid-on instead of straight back over the bowler's head. And he's paid the penalty. The same penalty that Steve Waugh paid.
Yeah, good bit of bowling there from Lawson. At least he's pitched it up full. He's getting the ball to swing in. So that's his second wicket. He gets 2 for 131 at the moment. Brett Lee leaves the field. Hasn't done a great deal of damage. 11 runs just from 9 deliveries. Trying to slog Lawson down the ground. Now you'll see this ball just angle inwards. Bang, inside the bat there. Lee trying to get himself a bit of room to put it over the fence. It didn't quite succeed. So Lee leaves. Australia 605 for 8.
Stuart McGill out of the crease. And the pinch hitter's gone. So Stuart McGill lasts 1 ball. And nice bowling, full and moving in. And Steve Waugh's declared he's going to deny Lawson a chance to get a hat-trick today. So he's going to call Gillespie, and Gillespie saying, "Oh, I'm hitting sixes, Steve. I'm having the time of my life." And he's off. So,
well, Gillespie doesn't want to go, does he? Australia are going to declare this innings close at 9 down. Stuart McGill out first ball. Lawson on a hat-trick. Gillespie on fire. He reckons he's been nipped in the bud of a quick 50. He got 18 from 8. 1 4 and 2 sixes. And this is how the last wicket in the Australian innings fell. Stuart McGill, well, he didn't help me with his comment. I said he could hit a few balls, but he's tried to launch it over the top and missed it. So Lawson picks up 3 for 131 from his 33 overs. Brian Lara, he's going to be a little weary up there. and a little bit annoyed, I think, and disappointed with the West Indies. Won the toss, sent Australia in, and they have declared now, late on the second day, 605 for 9.
Justin Langer is taking strike, and Jermaine Lawson, who is in fact on a hat-trick after taking the final 2 wickets in Australia's first innings, has the new ball.
That's very close and out. First ball. Well. Justin Langer and the West Indies certainly celebrate. That makes a hat-trick for Jermaine Lawson. The West Indies players are celebrating because of it. He got 2 wickets with his last 2 balls of Australia's first innings, and now he's come back and he's taken a hat-trick with the first ball of this innings. It's an unusual hat-trick, but it counts as one, and we've seen that happen before. Merv Hughes and Courtney Walsh have done it in successive innings in matches between Australia and the West Indies, and here's how it happened. Cut back, hit him low, plumb.
Yeah, there's not much guessing about that one. It's an amazing hat-trick.
A really amazing hat-trick, ladies and gentlemen. Jermaine Lawson, who must have felt that he was denied the hat-trick by the declaration of Australia's first innings. He wasn't denied for too long. If not in the first innings, he got one of the top-order batsmen, Justin Langer, in the second innings. So, fantastic performance by Jermaine Lawson more than 2 decades ago, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on, let's take a look. Another hat-trick that happened not too far ago in time, not too long ago, I would say, only about 4 years ago. Keshav Maharaj versus West Indies, second test match, day 4. Let's enjoy Keshav Maharaj's hat-trick here.
In the air and out. Finding the lone fielder out at deep mid-wicket. Kyle Mayers just a few minutes ago with the fall shot.
An error in judgment, you would say? Maybe complacency because he's settling nicely in this innings.
Is he taken? Yes, first ball. Gone immediately.
Always an attacking type person on the pitch, whether with bat, with ball, goes about his business in a fine manner. And he strikes again for South Africa.
They're all around him. And he's taken it. He's got the hat-trick. Just the second by a South African in test match cricket. Keshav Maharaj, excellent catch by Mulder at leg slip.
What a catch. Leon Mulder just diving away to his right. One-handed brilliance all around by South Africa. And they erupt in celebration. And this is what it means to him.
What a performance there by Keshav Maharaj. And looking at that hat-trick, as well as some of the other hat-tricks, let's not forget that many a time hat-tricks are enabled by the supporting group of team players. We just saw Keshav Maharaj's hat-trick was enabled to a large extent by Vian Mulder's brilliant catch. Similarly, if you all recall, the very first wicket of Irfan Pathan's hat-trick set, which was Salman Butt, was enabled by the captain then, Rahul Dravid, one of the best slip fielders, I would say, one of the best catchers in world cricket across history, taking a brilliant catch. So this enabling act by the supporting team members should not be forgotten. While the glory is given rightly to the hat-trick takers, the role of the support staff should never be diminished. Yeah. Moving on with the show, we have Trent Boult, the wonderful Trent Boult. I often think of him as well as a smiling assassin. Always smiling, but always got tricks up his sleeve. And this was in a one-day international versus Pakistan in 2018, where he, Trent Boult, conjured his magic with a hat-trick. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
pads, I think. Angled it into the pads of Bakar Zaman. And I think it's just grazed the pads and then back onto the stumps. And Trent Boult has struck. Well, that's a poor stroke.
That's not the zone where he wants to see the ball. First wicket, and a massive wicket for New Zealand. Pakistan 8 for 1 after 2.2.
Oh, I don't know, has it? Oh, the keen New Zealand here. He's followed it, has Babar Azam. If it's bounced just before the bat, that is an unbelievable catch. Ross Taylor, the man, he's had about a third slip, so it's a lucky position. They've got to come upstairs, Wakar, but New Zealand are happy. Babar Azam looked a little surprised. Are they saying out? Yes, they are.
Yep, I'm happy that's out. I'm going to go up onto the big screen. Yeah, the decision is out. The decision is out.
Well, you heard it from Nigel Long. The decision is out. Surprised Babar Azam first up with a wide one, and we'll have more look at this when we come back. But it's a brilliant catch from Ross Taylor and huge blow for New Zealand. Pakistan 8 for 2. Yeah, last New Zealand to take a one-day international hat-trick, Shane Bond, back in 2007 at Hobart against Australia. Is it? Yes! There's another one. Shane Bond, you're not the last one to get one now. Trent Boult is, but we'll go upstairs just to confirm it.
Okay, ball's going through. Play him right through, please. Right through. Yep, gone past. Yep, perfect. There's definitely no bat. I'm ready for ball tracking when you are. Thank you. Okay, here comes ball tracking. Pitching in line. Impact in line. Hitting the wickets. Joel, I'm back on field to you.
Well, there it is, Trent Boult, the third New Zealander to take a one-day international hat-trick.
A fantastic hat-trick by a fantastic bowler, Trent Boult. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one more hat-trick that I want to queue up for you all. Just give me a minute while I get to that. Another very special one by a special bowler. I'll be right with you while I queue this up right there. This was Gus Atkinson. This was in the second test, second day, England versus New Zealand. Let's enjoy Gus Atkinson's magnificent hat-trick.
New Zealand.
Oh, knocked him over. Inside edge onto the stumps, trying to leave. Atkinson picks up another. New Zealand now 8 down.
Oh, well, that is the commentator's curse. The classic. Well, that's that length away. They're looking to find that top of the stumps length, asking a batsman to make a decision. And Smith's got a little bit unlucky, but Atkinson rewarded for finding the right area, and England again continue to chip away at New Zealand. So
Matt Henry, who likes to throw bat at ball. New Zealand still trail by 155.
Oh, it's a short ball. It's in the air. Taken. 2 in a row for Atkinson. Henry goes first ball. Just guides it to gully. England on top here. Day 2.
oh, that's class bowling from Atkinson. The field was set for short. He delivered a pinpoint short ball straight at the chest of Matt Henry, and the bounce claims another victim. Simple catch in the gully for Duckett, and Gus Atkinson, well, he's on a hat-trick. So New Zealand innings in tatters. Henry goes for a golden duck. 125 for 9.
Big trouble here on day 2. Hat-trick ball. Oh, it's a short ball field. Everyone's spread. 2 back on the pool. Down at third as well. Spread, they're ready for a catch. Does he go full? Does he go short? Hat-trick ball. Oh, it's close! It's close! It's it! Oh, you can't believe it! Atkinson Gus has a hat-trick here at the Basin. Southey's reviewed. Let's go upstairs. Hold your horses.
TV and party director. We have a player review for IBW. Medical decision is out. I have checked the feet. It's a fair review. Front on, please.
It's dead.
I can see clear gap between ball and bat. Those who were tracking on NDP, satisfied, no bat involved. Rodney, stand by. Waiting for ball tracking. Still stand by.
5 more.
Stand by.
The players are walking off.
Coming up.
3 reds, it's confirmed. It's a hat-trick for Gus Atkinson.
A fantastic hat trick for Gus Atkinson at the Basin Reserve in New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the close of all of the hat tricks that I wanted to share with you all. Just give me another minute while I put the camera back on me and take leave of you all in the next 5 minutes. But stay there. I'm here for the next 5 minutes. Yep, be right back on camera. I hope you all enjoyed my selection of the videos of hat trick performers. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on camera with you all for the last few minutes. I hope, as I said, I hope you all enjoyed my selection of videos. I looked through the history of hat trick takers. There are so many more. I could do multiple shows just on hat trick takers. I had to pick a few, and I did my best to select at least one hat trick performer per major playing nation. I'm sure I've missed out a few key ones in there, so apologize for that, but this was the best that I could put together. Look forward to your comments on not just this show, but all the prior shows. Feel free to let me know what you think about my shows via Facebook. You can always leave me a message, WhatsApp, a regular text message, or give me a call on my number 832-310-4101. And not to forget, let me remind you again, the Global Celebrity League of USA coming very, very close. It'll be upon us late October through early November at the Moose Cricket Stadium, which is now going to be called Kingsman Arena. That's what I've heard. And so make sure you mark your calendars, keep those dates locked for either an in-field attendance or at the very least a virtual attendance. We will be sharing more and more details of the broadcast plans going forward on this particular station and on many other media outlets. Make sure you do tune into our website, globalcricketleague.us, for up-to-the-minute and latest details on the GCL USA. On that note, I'm going to take leave from you all once again. Thanks for tuning in to me. I do appreciate your taking your time. Do have to listen to me. Do have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And keep me in your thoughts, in your prayers. They're most essential for me to be able to perform as a human, as a professional, and as an entertainer here in the studio. 103.3 Houston FM. The studio is, of course, and this channel is, of course, a presentation of Rehan Siddiqui, whereas my show is now a presentation of the Global Celebrity League of USA. With that, I'll leave you all with a song on magic, because that's what we saw with all of these hat-trick performers. Pure magic on the field of play. So long, ladies and gentlemen. Bye for now. Stay safe, stay blessed.